Hey, good morning guys. I'm down here in Fulford Harbor on Salt Spring Island waiting for my ferry. It's Friday. It's the weekend. I'm going to Victoria. It's a special weekend and I'm going to take you on an urban hike to kick off a new segment on the channel that I'm going to call Mini Adventures, where we walk, we hike, we paddle to interesting places, I hope, and the kind of thing that you can do in a day or even in an hour. Just getting out. That's what it is all about on this channel, just getting outside. So it's a special weekend. We'll get to that later on, but for now, a morning cup, cloudy day, no rain. Tomorrow we hike. Street shoes, not hiking boots. What's going on? It's noisy out here. And I'm not talking about noisy because I'm on a busy city street. I'm talking about the noise that we all have in our lives now. It's coming in all the time, all around us. And we're just not built for this much human-made noise and mayhem and information. I vow never to have a smartphone again. I abandoned it years ago and went for one of these. Flip phone. This is where, in the video, I leave a lot of room for the laughter to die down. Okay, now that's done. The reason why is exactly what I said. We're not designed for this. We are part of nature. We are nature. We have a place in nature. We're not supposed to be individualized, cellular, atomized people. We are supposed to be together. We're communal. Safety in numbers, remember? Safety in numbers. We're communal. Safety in numbers, back in the cave. And now that we're separating each other, even though we're in the same room, it's awkward, right? You feel it, you know it. Deep down inside, we all want to be in nature. We are so disconnected from it, but we have an instinct. We need to do it. Why do you think national parks are so successful? Think on that for a few minutes. Let's go for a walk. For the first turn of the day, we'll get off this busier street into some of the back streets on our way to the destination. We've got a good destination today. And that's another thing with a hike. Having somewhere to go and maybe somewhere to stop in between, collect your thoughts, have a coffee. I believe that around this corner is a coffee shop. Follow the pink dots. Okay. Hide and Seek Cafe. Well hidden. I had to seek, but it was worth it because you really do need to fortify on a hike. Not wilderness hiking, but well, you know, Earl Grey cream filled donut and an Americano. Here we go. R.I.P. Millie. That was sweet. So here we go. Turned the corner, found a coffee shop, and we're heading towards the ocean. That's a clue. Vague clue as today's destination. on this mini adventure. So yeah, I'm gonna start a segment on the channel just so I can break up the food videos a little bit. And I honestly don't have a lot of time in the schedule these days to do multi-day trips. Sadly, that's a reality of being a grown-up. But I do have time to get out for 1 hour, half hour, afternoon trips like today. And the segment will be called Mini Adventures, where I take you out and hopefully inspire you to go outside, even if it's not an epic. Sometimes just going through the coffee shop is a pleasant surprise. Look left, look right. We can make it. Whew. No bears, cougars, or wolves out here, but a fast-moving Honda Civic might take you out. So when I was a kid, about 10 years old, we lived in an old character house on a hill overlooking the harbor, and most of the acreage was wooded, but the cliffside, the waterfront side, was quite abrupt, and there were steps, much like these, of rock, covered in moss, and you can see through the trees to the harbor. And I have a vivid memory of just watching an eagle trying to fish in the harbor, swooping down, flying up, swooping down, and I was part of that. I felt everything. I felt the moss under my hands. I felt the sun. I smelled all the living things. Part of nature. Unavoidably part of nature. And then we get distracted. We grow up. Become teenagers. That's a horrible thing. And because we get so distracted, we forget immediately who we are, where we are, what we are. And then the addition of the internet and jobs, relationships, tasks. Well, the rest is easily written, isn't it? Let's go look at the waves. We're getting closer to our destination, by the way. About 1 kilometer away. Oh, nature tried to get me. So, here I am on a surprise beach on a nice afternoon, filled with donut. And I remember us the first day. Really, it was the first day. It was about 30 years ago. I was a couch potato. I had been distracted completely and forgotten who I was and where I was and why I was. And friends from school who got into alpine hiking invited me on a trip. And I was like, I don't know, man. And they said, even I could do it. And they were right, because I did do it. And I was a couch potato. So, there you go. I didn't make the summit that day. It took a year to actually get that far. But on that day, I sat on a rock overlooking a huge view, 180 degrees at least, eating my noodles while my companions made the summit. And I had an epiphany of sorts. I realized that I had regained in that moment my 10-year-old self. I guess in a roundabout saying is this mini adventure is going to get long if I keep talking. But the point is, get out. put the phone on the coffee table, and get out. Breathe some fresh air. You don't even have to talk to anybody. Don't bring music, don't do anything that will distract you. And you might just find, if you're lucky, a pocket beach on a mixed weather morning in springtime. Hey, buddy. Hi. 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 Destination. Now here we are in the Chinese cemetery. Up until a few years ago, turn of the last century, Chinese immigrants' remains were buried at Ross Bay Cemetery, but the lower half would always flood. So they acquired this piece of land, and the pioneer Chinese folk were interned, and as tradition dictates, after about 7 years, their bones were exhumed, cleaned, dried, packed in crates, and shipped back to China. Now, this was basically a short-term layover for the Chinese people of British Columbia and of Canada, because, as it turns out, they were brought out here, buried, and then shipped back to their homeland. Very cool. Nice tradition. But then the Chinese, or the Japanese Sino War happened in 1937, and that practice had to come to a halt. It's so quiet this morning. I think that you could really look out at this view, with the exception of that freighter, and be at any time in history of this coast. Well, up until the last ice age, this was completely under ice. And this camera won't allow me to zoom. I'll get as close as I can here. That lump of rock right here, it's called Harpoon Rock, and most likely deposited by a glacier. But legend has it, the local Songhe Nation, it was a local man hunting seals, and he was visited by the spirit transformer who turned him into stone. Seems harsh. Okay, let's go to that place. You can't see it on the camera, but I can, and we're going there. Seems like a good enough time, good enough place to reflect on the day. Ugh. All right. Adirondack chairs, and the best view in the house. So, short hike. It's only about 25 minutes, but I added a coffee shop, excuse me, a donut, and a tour of an old cemetery. I invite you to come out here to Victoria and find it yourself. I probably didn't do it justice, but I have other things on my mind. You see, today is my birthday. Thank you. I am officially 60 years of age, and I gotta say the lead up to this birthday has been a little wonky. I mean, when I turned 40, that wasn't difficult. 50 was a transition. A lot of stuff went down at 50. Decade went by very quickly, and in the last few months I've realized there's like 60. Oh, shit got real. I'm in that final part. How did that happen? When did that happen? What do you mean? Is that why my back aches and my knees are always sore? Oh, I thought it was mileage, not age. Apparently it's a combination of the two. Late midlife crisis? I don't know. I have no need to find young girlfriend or sports car, but I do need to get out more. I need to get out as much as I can, because before I know it, 70. I'll probably still be able to get around somewhat by 70, but it's going to get harder. Time is running out, and I need to do more. And we can use distraction as an excuse. But I'll tell you what, when I get home from this walk today, all those people vying for my attention, including me. Now, I'm not saying stop watching this video and go do something. Finish watching this video and then go do something. Follow my advice. All that stuff will still be there when I get home. Same goes for you guys. All right. Until next time, be good to each other. Eat well. Get out. Happy birthday to me. See you later.